from Michale Graves, and they're playing at the Inferno tonight in Loveland. So, what brings you guys out on this tour?
Music.
Music.
This is my first tour in 3 years with a full band. I was doing my acoustic tours before that, and I just really wanted to get back to, a full band. A lot of the fans were dying for me to put a group together and play, my stuff, the stuff that we play tonight. So we're out doing that, promoting our stuff, promoting Infowars.com. And for me, I'm just sort of getting back on my feet as far as having a band is concerned. Everything, I'm an independent artist. I always have been, without the backing of any sort of, outside company as far as money. So it's tough being out on the road, and that's why I sized it down and just went out acoustically, logistically, and from a management point, it was a much simpler thing to do. But we've been out for 2 or 3 weeks now, and it's amazing.
So, where'd you guys play last night, or the previous show?
We were in Orem, Utah. We were at a university in Orem, and we played an event to raise money for a scholarship for 4 students who lost their lives in a cave accident. We got up on stage and played and talked about it. It was from the English department in the school. We got up and played and talked about lyrics and talked about songs and helped raise money for a good cause.
Wow, that's amazing. So the show you have after this is...
Yep. We're on our way to Denver, and then Nebraska, and then Indiana. Eventually making our way back east, and then we get back in the New Jersey area like the 12th, something like that, the 12th or the 13th. I am making my way down to Tampa, Florida to play the Ron Paul Fest, to celebrate liberty and freedom and the grassroots movement of the Ron Paul Revolution that I've been part of for a couple of years now. And then we come back up and we have some dates up north in Vermont and New Hampshire, and then I move on to begin touring with Marky Ramone in the United States and then in South America. And I'll take a little bit of a break for the holidays while recording the new album in November.
Wow, that's a schedule. So the name of this tour is
The War of Information.
War of Information. And this is the first time you've played in this area since like 2006?
Yeah, it's been 6 years.
Wow.
It's been 6 years.
So you like Colorado?
I love Colorado. Yeah. I have many memories of Colorado and rolling through here, from the Misfit days and my solo days. It's always something here.
What date is the Denver show?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah, August 1st.
And which theater is it at? Which theater is it at?
It's at Three Kings Tavern.
Three Kings Tavern, that's a good place. So tomorrow night we can see you at Three Kings Tavern.
Yes. And
I assume you'll be playing a similar set to tonight?
Yes, yeah.
So
I like to change it up, but pretty much the same.
What is your favorite song to perform?
I really like doing Lucifer I Am. I like playing, the harmonica while I'm playing, but it's difficult to pick my favorite song. It's like choosing your favorite child, Yeah. Each song is a different experience, different sort of movie in my head.
That's great. So when you come through on tour, what is the most rewarding part of playing a show?
It's the people. I always tell everybody how blessed I feel, and I know that I am, that I get to live this life and get to meet all these people who want me to sign my name on things, and they keep and they treasure it, and they want to take pictures of me. And, every night I get to run into people who who tell me how much my music and my efforts have helped them and changed their lives. It's incredibly empowering and humbling, and it's certainly the most rewarding thing is that love, that transfer of love and energy.
They're amazing, aren't they? The bands are great. So I guess when you're out on tour and you're going from gig to gig, what is the hardest part of being on the road?
Well, for me, it's a combination of things. The hardest part for me is the fatigue. Once fatigue sets in because of the schedule that I keep and the responsibilities that I have to manage and to oversee everything, it becomes tough, you know. Yeah, I guess that's the hardest part.
It's hard to take care of yourself when you're on the road.
It's hard to take care of everything that I have to take care of while taking care of myself and the other boys, and I have a wife and 2 children at home. So yeah, I've been saying a lot, my life is crazy.
Right.
I say that a lot.
It's not conventional, that's for sure.
It's certainly not.
So if there was like one person that you could say was most influential in your life that inspired you to become the person that you are today, who would you think that would be?
Jesus Christ.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's a strong statement for someone in the music industry.
It sure is, and I know a lot of people will hear that and see that and go, ooh, but it's true.
It's all what you take from it.
Indeed.
If you were going to have to talk to a group of new musicians just starting out, young people who wanted to do what you're doing, what would be the best advice you could give them?
To mean what you're doing, and by that I mean there's so many musicians and there's so many bands and there's so many music that it's just sort of idle and empty. It's saying thousands of men speaking all with broken tongues. There's just so many bands and so many music that just they're saying nothing at all. I would say to them to find in your heart and your soul what truly makes you feel alive, and continue to educate yourself and turn the television off and get off your phones and live your life instead of being a slave of the material world and all of the outside material instincts that put us all to sleep. I would say to practice and to learn, and to hope big, but be humble and happy with what you got. It's a tough game. It's a tough gig.
It is. It's a hard job. I think fans really underestimate how much work goes into what you guys do.
Truly.
And they can take it for granted at some time, but that's why we do this, so people can understand a little bit more about you.
I love it.
And so where's your website? Where can people find your new album when it comes out in November? And what's it called?
MichaelGraves.net is the best place to go. And through that, Facebook and Twitter and all the other sites. ReverbNation.com/MichaelGraves. You can find music and all the tour dates and everything else. And sign up for the newsletter.
Sign up for the newsletter. All right. And you can also find this interview on ResidentRockstar.com/MichaelGraves.
Awesome.
And we'll have all your photos and everything from tonight, video coverage and everything.
Great. And everybody check out Infowars.com. Alex Jones's broadcast. Everybody wake up.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
It was really nice meeting you.